I'm finna do this quick video. Um, this video here is gonna be about religious trauma syndrome. You know, I made a video last night about this, and I think this all connects to this what they call it hold on this born again experience. You know, this all could connect to that born again experience. It happens so much to people that they perceive it as normal in some kind of way, when really it's nothing more than abuse or trauma in some kind of way, right? But if something is normalized and it happens so much, um, people might perceive it as something that's normal and is okay, or it's not that bad, you know. But I don't think everybody has this born again experience. I really don't think everybody in life has this born again experience, right? Um, you gotta ask yourself if this is a good thing or a bad thing, because I done been through an experience that made me shift my perspective on things and feel like, oh yeah, I'm born again, I'm new, I'm a new person, I've been regenerated. But what was that? I mean, you can have the experience, but that don't mean nothing, you know? See, that's why I say this spiritual rebirth and all this, that video I made about these wheels, these cycles of religion. They have you going from one religion to the next religion, and oh, I'm born again, rebirth. And they just keep shifting people back and forth, back and forth. This collective consciousness shifting. I was in this religion, now I'm this religion because I woke up. So now I shift to this religion. So this great awakening and this great awakening and this born again and this being woke, all this stuff coincide, all this stuff go together, right? And it could just be some type of trauma, internal trauma, mental trauma, whatever that's causing you to, like I said, this what is it? The collective consciousness, right? It's a breaking away from that collective consciousness, right? And that trauma can cause you to do that, break away from that collective consciousness, right? And then they'll say, well, you born again and all this weird stuff. Well, that doesn't mean that it's normal. I don't think everyone goes through this, right? So if everyone doesn't go through this, then what does that mean? So you have to watch out for this. And then they'll say, well, if you ain't born again, then you ain't. Oh, well, that rules out a lot of people. I don't think everybody has been born again. To be honest with you, you know what? I don't think everybody been through some type of religious trauma or mental or physical trauma, emotional trauma. You know, so don't let people, that just because certain things happen, and they keep happening over and over again, that doesn't mean they're normal. It's normal, right? It could just be a society that was built by a certain, the fallen one that creates these situations where this stuff keeps happening, you know. So you have to look at the society, the environment, you know. This stuff just keeps happening to people because the world, the way it operates, the way it works, you know. But yes, I believe religious trauma syndrome, that should be looked into a lot more, you know. this born again experience and stuff, this stuff need to be, it need to be looked into. Cause it could be a relationship, right, between this and that. A regeneration, spiritual rebirth, and all this stuff here. Okay, I ain't saying it ain't true. Cause like I said, I'm being honest with you about myself. I've been through something like this. Felt like a breaking down and a rebuilding. You know, but it didn't stick with me. Oh no, it don't stick. It is a period of time you go through it. They say this stuff happened with the native Indians, right? And they went through this stuff, and that thing, they were right back doing what they were doing before. It don't stick. So is it something that's happening to you that's some type of, I don't know. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that want to see that Bible fulfilled in one way or another. Now, ain't no telling what they'll do to, ain't no telling what they'll do to make that Bible come true. You know? Born again. Mm-hmm. It could be just plain trauma. The world throwing stuff, so much stuff at people, it just tear them down from the inside, mentally, emotionally. That's why I think that could be a part of it. You know, disconnect from the consciousness, the hive mind. Let's see. Born again, born again. That's all they talk about. Great awakenings and all this weird stuff. What in the world? And it just keep happening. And it all got something to do with church. Born again, awakening, and all this weird stuff. And it's like, well, somebody just don't seem, it don't happen to everybody, I don't think. You got abusive Nephilim out here and fallen ones. They call people to have traumatic experiences in their life, and they themselves don't even know what's going. They don't care probably because they're so out of touch. They can't tell that you shouldn't. Man, don't drop that on that man's neck. He can't take all that. He ain't you. But they don't care. But watch yourself out here, man. The world they created causes this, I believe. You know, I have no religion. I do not believe in their gods or their spirits. If anything, I would make your gods and your spirits bow to me. They would do my work, my will, one way or another. But far as worshiping them, your egregores, I will not. Um, if anything, I would bargain with them, and they would do things for me, and I would do things for them. That seems fair. But worship, born again, believing on, this is my mascot. No, no. I would not have a religious or a deity as a mascot. So, I have no religion. Do I believe that there is something outside of that created creation. Oh yes, I know that to be true, but it's not the mascots of your books. But religious trauma, right? And born again experience. All this stuff is connected, I believe. Listen to the word that come out these so-called believers' mouth, how they are so verbally abusive. They are so emotionally, they are emotionally unavailable. They're very mean, if you will say. They're very, they really ain't in touch with people. They just holler and scream. Either you're this or you're nothing. If you're not this, then you're going to hell. Then you got to start thinking when you hear those type of words come out of people's mouths, like these people not very understanding. They're you know that type of thinking have led to a lot of deaths in the world. So you got to be very careful when it comes to this born again and stuff and this religious trauma, because me personally, I think it all connects, and then you have your consciousness shifting, and your people start realizing, look, man, there's certain things that are not true about what your mascot says, your religious mascot. And certain things are not true, and your books is not true about everything, but there are some things that are true, but not everything, you know. That's all I wanted to say.